Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and today this video is going to be about my mini haul or the sales at Joann's. First, a little business. I wanted to remind everyone as I'm searching for my pattern that I will be doing a YouTube live knit along. I believe I said on June 21st. If you go on to Ravelry and type in Easy Crochet Baby Sweater or this designer, you should be able to find this pattern for free on Ravelry. You can use any worsted weight yarn, and you need to have an H and an I crochet hook. The pattern calls for an H, but I'm going to give you a tip that I learned, and you'll need an I hook for that tip. I grabbed some Red Heart Super Saver. This is just a nice $2 or $3 skein of yarn. But any worsted weight, any brand, any quality should be fine. You don't have to buy Red Heart. Okay, the other thing, I have super good news. I'm so happy. I finally finished my Shawl and a Cake Lion brand giveaway shawl. I have it upstairs in blocking, and yeah, I even weaved in my ends and blocked it. That's how done I am. I'm so excited. The next video after this one will be the giveaway video for the shawl, where I'll have my daughter model it. And you'll get to see how beautiful it is. And after a week, we'll have a random person get to win that beautiful shawl and a cake. So that is the next video. This video, however, is about my shopping trip. Now, I'm going to be honest, I completely used you folks I used you guys in order to get some stuff. I was like, honey, I have no idea what I'm going to do a video on. I've been knitting this shawl forever, and I'm like, hey folks, it's still a whip, you know? And I really didn't want to do anything else until I finished it. So I'm like, what am I going to do video? I'm like, hey, I think I need to go to Joann's. So thank you everyone for a wonderful excuse. First, I will show you some interesting, fun things that I got on the clearance wall in the back of Joann's. So up till now, I've been making my own pom-poms. I think I might be able to find one. Yeah, and you'll see they're pitiful. This is one I got. There's this gal, I'll try to put a link in the description. She had this cute bunny pattern at Easter. Well, that's the pom-pom I made. I think maybe this one might be a little better. Here's a white bunny. They were going to be for my nieces, but here they are, still in that drawer. So I saw this, I was like, I need to get it. For $1.47, Lion brand, 3-sized pom-pom maker. And then on the back, it shows you how to use it. So I think that was a good deal, $1.47. If it's not, please don't tell me. No. Then, because I've been dabbling in the world of knitting, and I don't like the wood knitting needles. Now, I know everybody in the world's going to tell me how great they are, but maybe it was I bought a cheap pair, but I just felt like my knitting was dragging on it. It was getting caught. The cheap yarn I used was splitting, and then it hurt to poke it with my finger when I was sliding it off. So I've been using metal, and I really like them. Now, I'm sure if I invested in, you know, $100 set or some of those nice ones from Knit Picks, I'm trying to remember the brand that some of the knit groups use. Anyway, I'm sure if I invested a high quality wood or bamboo or something, it would be better. But the cheap ones I'm buying from Hobby Lobby and Joann's, I just didn't like. So I found these on the back wall. These are 247, size US 13, 9mm, and then it doesn't say how long 29 inches for the circular. So I got these for $2.47. And then I got these. These are size 10.5, 29 inches. Again, these were $2.47. And then these were a little more expensive. These were $5.97. And these are size 7, 29 inches. I'm going to take this pair out because they're easy. And this calls themselves Velocity. Now, these definitely are going to have to soak. But I really like the feel of this circular, but I think they're lace points, maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, so I got, they're called Premium Quality Velocity Susan Bate Knitting Needles. Fast and smooth knitting. So I picked up, I think for a pretty good deal, you know, $5 for these two together. So $10, 3 sets of knitting needles. All different sizes, size 13, size 10, and size 7. So I grabbed those, and then I did grab, now initially when I went to Joann's, I thought I'd seen in the weekly ad that they had 10 cottons, or 10 for $10, and that they also had, I guess, Red Heart stripes for $2.47, but it turned out that had expired on the 11th. So I was kind of bummed until I walked past. Have you seen their like big crates of like yarn? This was $4.99, and I got these 3 cakes, which I think, you know, cakes, if you ball anything in a cake, I'm gonna love it. But I think if I take these 3, I can make maybe a really cute corner to corner baby Afghan for my charity group for $4.99. So I'm gonna see how far I can get along with these. This one is a little different than the other 2, but it's the same colors. So I'm just gonna wing it, see what happens. So I got this, 3 cakes for $4.99. I'm gonna just assume they're acrylic, you know, worsted weight acrylic, hand wash, lay flat to dry. I mean, I tend to do that with all of my knitted stuff, even though they say you can, you know, wash in the machine. I just like to soak it in a dish pan with some vinegar and then lay flat to dry. But so I got these. There was one more set in there. I thought about buying those 2, but then I'm like, ooh, are you borderline hoarding or just getting a good deal? So then I just cut myself down to 1. And then the final thing I got was this crochet magazine. This one was $5.99, no freebies, Crochet World. I bought it because I really like those baskets. And then I realized I have a little mini pattern book of baskets already. Now, if you want to run out to your Joann's and grab this, this is used with Red Heart stripes. And you see how nice that pattern turns out in them? So that might be something if you really are a Red Heart person and you want to make a cute basket. And I think Red Heart would be perfect for a basket. For those folks that complain that Red Heart's too itchy and stiff, a basket is perfect for that. And I think they really look nice with the way the pattern shows up in there. So, I mean, that'd be a pretty cheap 3 set of baskets, with Red Heart being $2.50 a skein and this magazine being $6. And I looked at the pattern. I initially had looked up the page, and now I forgot, of course, to bookmark it, right? It was on page 52. It calls for, like I said, the Red Heart stripes. It gives itself an intermediate ranking. But as I was skimming through it, the abbreviations, and you're working in the round. You do a circle and then you work in the, I want to say your back loop to get the height. So it's basic, pretty easy, and most of it is single chains. And at most, this is one of the patterns that I'm going to have to break down, because it says with MC, and MC is what they're calling the 1 color of yarn. You know, so and they do have a lot of stars. And stars, like I forgot to mention in my repeating or my pattern video, generally mean repeat from this part to this part. So it says chain 1, 2 single chains in the same stitch as the join, and then single chain for the next 5. Change your color to the CC color. So they're giving an abbreviation to each of the color. One's an MC, one's a CC. But you could do it in a solid color. You could just see where the pattern lays out, and then you can ignore you know, the CC and the MC. So it's just basically single chains all the way around, and you can change colors depending on how you want the basket pattern to look. So I bought it for that specifically because I really liked the patterns, or the baskets. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the other things in this catalog. There's a blanket, a wedding shawl, a little flower to put on your head, pot holders, little cardigan, pot holders, a shawlette. No, in fact, I think they call this an Amobius. This is the one where you would crochet, but it'd be twisted. A little bracelet, which I think is kind of tchotchke. A shell scarf, another cardigan. If you like agrumini, I think I said it right. There's a couple. There's some turtles, some cup holder ducks or flamingos. But the one that I thought was really cute, and I'm also going to try, are these little flowers. I'm going to see if I can find it for you. That you crochet the flower, and then in through the hole that, you know, you would slide maybe a button through, but the center of the flower, you then make this little band, and then you tuck these yellow bits through the center of the flower, and it makes that really cute napkin ring. Isn't that gorgeous? So I think I'm going to try to whip out a few of these for my sister-in-law. I think she'll really like those. And then I thought this was just gorgeous. Look at that. That is really pretty doily. Here's like a shower caddy. Some doilies. Look at that. They put doily over the cup so bugs don't get in. And then another Afghan. And then those are the baskets. So I'm for sure going to do the baskets and the flowers. So that came in this Crochet World catalog. So I think some pretty good patterns for $6. And that is all I have, my friends. That is what I bought at Joann's. I wish I would have brought my purse down so I could tell you my total. Because I did use 20% off my total purchase for that also. And then, I don't know if any of you have kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews or godchildren that you're loving on. So Joann's now carries squishies. Now, I think they have for a while. They have 2 brands of squishies. Squishy, I don't even know what they're called. Squishy-ums or Squishables or Squeezables, whatever. So my daughter, who came with me, she's like, oh, I need a squishy. So I used my 40% off of one regular price item. So she could have the $7.99 squishy for like $4 something instead. And then I did promise to say this for my Maddie girl. So my daughter has a YouTube channel. It's called Squishies Are Us. So if you have children that love squishies, she makes tons of videos about squishies, showing them over and over again. I mean, it keeps her busy. Don't be confused. There's another YouTube channel out there called Squishies and Us. Maddie is like Toys R Us. Squishies Are Us. So if you want to swing over there and watch some of her squishy videos, as an adult, I probably would not, but if you have some children or grandchildren, or like I said, some kitty friends, she asked me if I'd promote her channel because she only has 20 subscribers. So check that out, folks. Squishies Are Us, and if you happen to love squishies, and you love Joann's, and you love crocheting, they sell squishies at Joann's. So it's like a win-win. I go there to get my yarn and my hooks and my needles, and she's squishing in the front. So that is all for today. That's my little bit of mini haul from Joann's. And announce that I finished my mandala. The exact next video will be the giveaway video for the beautiful shawl and a ball, or shawl and a cake. And then keep your calendars marked for our crochet YouTube live video. All right, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Happy crafting.